Hey homeschool friends, it's Kelly from the Everyday Homeschool, here to give you a quick tour of our art cupboard. This is just a really quick follow-up to a previous video that I posted regarding homeschool art curriculum, what we use and how we like to use it. So follow me, I'm going to take you into the depths of our art cupboard and show you what's in there. Alright, I don't have any specific really awesome storage to tell you about that's going to be useful. It's just all stacked in here in this cupboard. So starting with our top shelf. These are just, again, things that I've accumulated over the years as we've done different projects. Things that we're doing this for like a Native American art project. We had to do that one outside. Sand gets really messy, but that's okay, that was fun. A few school supplies here. The raffia, I remember using when we made the African masks. Okay. Moving down, I've just got one of these things. They're so easy to find at any kind of Walmart type store. So in this first drawer here, I've got all these brayers and ink and these blocks for doing block printing. In the second drawer, there's a lot of tissue paper and colored cellophane. Right here, a lot of colored cellophane. You'd be surprised, this comes in handy not only for art, but for science projects we've done. We use this for gifts when we go to birthday parties. It's always nice to have colored tissue paper on hand for a variety of reasons. Down here is mostly drawings. We've got some really nice pencils and different kinds of art paper. And then in here, I'm pretty sure this is oil paints. Yeah, some oil paints that we use for a project. To the side here, we've got some more fast mache, fast drying clay stuff. This is colored chalk right up here. This has been kicking around for a long time. We've had this for many years and use it a lot. This right here is just a little bead box, and it does have beads and other small crafty items that are out of the baby's reach. Super handy to have these all in one place. We use them for all kinds of different crafting things. And then just some polymer clay here. We've used this for art and for science. Going down a shelf, these baskets, again, I've had these baskets forever. This one has string, ribbon, yarn, fabric, cross-stitch supplies, kind of like fabric-y type things. And this is our paint bucket, belovedly known as paint bucket. And just a lot of tempera paints, mostly tempera paints, a few acrylic paints, and some paint trays mixed in there. And move down another shelf. Hopefully it's not too dark. It's nighttime here, so I apologize for maybe some poor lighting. But another one of these blue baskets, and this one has just some random things like pipe cleaners and sticky jewels and I think feathers. They're almost gone. Glue gun, popsicle stick. I know there's a lot of glue sticks at the bottom. Just random things that we've used for crafting and also for creating some homeschool resources. We use those popsicle sticks for like everything under the sun. This is my faithful laminator. I don't use it as much as I used to, but it does come in handy now and then. Not sure what kind it is. Oh, right here. It's a duck, whatever that is. So my trusty paper cutter that I also use regularly. And if you do plan to do Meet the Masters, definitely get a paper cutter. It will save you so much time. They always want you to cut specific sizes for all the projects. Down here we have some little mini easels for when we've used our oil paintings or just our tempera paintings. And then some other fun things here. This is nothing too fancy. It's just some pencils and fancy coloring books. But this is the scratch art paper. I think I showed you in the last video some scratch art that we had done, and this is more of that. This is a really cool like thin sheets of foam that you can scratch on with maybe a toothpick, and then you can use the brayer on it and press it on paper and make ink prints. And then just more tracing paper and coloring books and such. Things that lay flat go there. And then here is my bucket of paintbrushes, which I really need to refresh. These paintbrushes have been in here for a long time. I think this last bottom shelf is where all the Play-Doh is. And I do that so that my preschooler can get out her Play-Doh anytime she likes. She can just pull out this bucket and take it over to her little table and entertain herself. So that's handy. But I also use this little side space here to keep our oversized construction paper. This is the 12 by 18, so it needs a place to live, and it just lives right here. Over here to the side, I think I showed you, is our art portfolios. It has a lot of projects, some of our most recent projects. We have many of these in storage where we've saved past projects. And then the last thing that I think I'll show you for art supplies is just right in here in our closet. It's really dark in there. I wish I had a light in there. But maybe you can see that little caddy where we keep our colored construction paper. Our group table where we do our morning work together. And then next to our group table, I do keep some of the more commonly used art supplies always out, like crayons, markers, pencils, scissors, glue sticks. They all stay out right here because we just use them so much. And then below it in this little caddy here, things that entertain my daughter easily, paints, crayons, those chubby crayons. These are actually fabric crayons. They're fun. And then this drawer is glue and colored pencils and erasers and such. Things that I just need to have handy at all times. And down here we've got oil pastels, more paints, and then these crayons that you can paint over with a water brush and it turns into a paint. What are they called? They're really fun. Aquacolor. Yeah, those are neat. Those are really fun to play with. We've used those in projects too. So this, you know, I guess I would say is our go-to art supplies where we just use in our everyday schooling for many different things. Okay, so that's it. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing really unique. I don't have any really cool storage tips or techniques. It's just in this cupboard that doesn't even have a door on it. But I kind of like that it doesn't have a door on it so that my kids can get in there and create whenever the mood strikes. Maybe you have some better ideas to share with me about how you store your art supplies. Maybe you have other questions for me. If this seems like a lot of stuff and you're feeling overwhelmed, like, wow, I'm just getting started, I'm never going to accumulate all that, give yourself 11 years. I'm sure that you'll have something similar to this. Thanks for watching. I hope that you'll subscribe and follow us along with our homeschool journey so that I can follow you on yours too. And until we see each other again, just keep learning.